Oh, I love riding through the countryside on you, Captain Sharphoof. Exactly. You always know what to say and how to clear my worried mind.
Is something wrong?
Oh, well, as you know, I turned 18 just last week, which means this is my final season to find a husband or else we lose everything.
Social mores.
Oh, don't worry, Captain Sharphoof. We'll be sure to keep your golden water ball. I know that it's quite important to you, and of course, I'll never leave you. Oh, you know what? It might be a ripping good time if we canter all the way to that willow across the way.
Mischievous today.
Yes, you are such a strong horse. I know that you're practically ready for the Olympics.
Kick-ass.
Oh, Captain Sharphoof, you have no idea how lucky you are to be a man. Although, I suppose as a gelding. Oof. I understand. I won't try to uncover that trauma with you right now, but... Oh, look! There appear to be some ponies on the other side of the lake. Yes, of course we can go there. Your friends are there.
The family of Wotherton, though blessed with all the trappings of a grand estate and an even grander income, seemed destined for an unending woe. After suffering the premature loss of her own husband, Lady Arabella Sculthorpe had been called to the country home of her brother, Lord Harcourt Wotherton, who, along with his wife and nearly all of their young children, had perished when they were crushed by a particularly weighty collection of marble busts. Chamomile, Lord Wotherton's youngest child, had been sent to bed without supper on the evening of the tragedy for attempting to eat her venison pie with a shrimp fork, and so was spared the alabaster bloodbath that claimed her parents and siblings. Under the hawkish eye of her aunt, and with all potentially lethal decorative items bolted securely to the floor, Chamomile had grown from a peevish girl to a handsome woman, clever, accomplished, and much beloved of the household. And so, it was on a crisp autumn morning that Lady Sculthorpe called upon her most trusted adviser, Crumbury, with a predicament.
Yes, Mr. Crumbury, as you know, Chamomile has just turned 18 and is practically a spinster. We must find her a beau, a proper suitor this season, or else he will all be brought to ruin and have to work in the poorhouse.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Lady Sculthorpe, but don't you think 18, she's a bit old?
I know, but hopefully the strawberry baths and various other local implements should help her, but In the meantime, this season has to be the most grand season we have ever put forth. With that notion, I am throwing a ball to present chamomile to the local bachelors.
Wonderful idea.
Yes, I know, Mr. Cromberry. Anyway, I need you to help me compose the letter. Otherwise, I might have hysterics again. Now. Dear
Eligible.
Bachelor.
I,
Lady,
Sculthorpe,
invite
you,
to
a
grand
ball.
period.
Good idea.
It
Anything.
I
Provide.
anything.
Ellipses.
Very clever, Mr. Granddaddy.
Yes.
Oh, should we put more?
Let's give it another sentence or so, yes?
We
Would
love
to
extend
our
hand
to
all
of
the.
men.
However,
Mr.
Who is the most eligible bachelor in the county, Mr. Cromberry?
Well, Mr. Lewis, quite a tall order to ask. I've heard things about one fellow by the name of Ponce.
Mr. Ponce.
Oh, would you like me to finish it? What do we have there written down? Laza, Mr. Ponce.
Mr. Ponce. If.
Yes, however, Mr. Ponce would
be
especially
inclined
to
attend.
Period.
Oh, Mr. Cromberry, you're so clever for a poor gentry. Yes, well, I think that'll do nicely. Get this off to the post, please. And make sure that 300 copies are sent to the local gentry. And then do bring the tea.
At once.
Thank you. Oh, yes, and do request that Chamomile come to see me. I must check upon her admittedly elderly complexion.
Yes, Lady Sculthorpe. I'll do this.
Thank you. Such a dutiful man. Shame he's so poor and wretched.
Did someone say wretched, Mum?
Oh, God.
Sorry, I just popped in from the dumbwaiter.
Oh, God, how awful. How long have you been in there?
Hell, I just live in there. It's been so long, me eyes have adapted to the dark. I just heard something about tea. Would you like some tea, Mum?
Yes, I would. You're the new boy.
Chadwick Boseman, ma'am.
Wonderful. Well, yes, Boseman. Go fetch some tea and get away. You're rather dirty.
Oh, yes. I'm quite nasty and filthy. I help out mostly in the kitchen and delivering things between floors.
Wonderful. Well, get back in that dumbwaiter and go fetch me some crumpets and tea, dear.
Oh, I will, Mum. Right quick.
Oh, wonderful. Emma, darling, is that you?
Yes, Auntie, it is. Sorry, I was having trouble with the door.
I did send for you, dear. Where have you been?
Oh, I've just been, reading. I mean, learning to pour tea in the library.
Excellent. You did remember what I told you about too much reading now. No man wants an overly educated woman. Speaking of overly educated, we will be having several young bachelors to our house for a ball for your coming out, because as we know, you are getting awfully old. And so this is your last season to procure a husband. Now, I do understand, or I do hope that you understand the importance of this.
Yes, Aunt Arabella, I understand the importance of marrying so that we may keep this grand house and its even grander surroundings.
Precisely, dear.
But would it be so very terrible if I were to marry someone beneath my station? Then perhaps he could take my last name.
Chamomile, how can you say such horrible things? Of course not. You do understand that with just £4,000 a year that we will not be able to maintain your father's legacy, my brother's great estate.
I hear there is quite a bit of money in horse racing, and Captain Sharphoff, though he may be a gelding, has quite a little spirit to him.
Yes, dear, I do acknowledge that our dear little gelding is quite a spirited horse, but unfortunately that horse does not have a dowry. So we are left to have a grand ball. Now, in the meantime, I do need you to do less riding and more sitting. Your complexion is getting far too rouged.
Oh my.
Yes. Now,
All right, Aunt Arabella. I shall try to do a little bit less horse riding.
Good, and a little bit less talking and a little bit less standing and a little bit, just try to blend in. Yeah, please. Except at the ball.
Oh! When we're at the ball, I've heard of a most wonderful new dance called the pas de cheval. It means the step of the horse. We can all pretend to be horses at the ball and make whinnying noises, and perhaps we could even bring in Captain Sharphoff, and he could really show those bachelors what it means to be a gentleman.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that, dear. We do have our dear Ponce coming, and as you know, he is the most eligible bachelor in the county, and he does quite favour you, darling. Don't make
Ponce.
that Ponce is a very sweet and robust man, and though he does have faults, he is my dearest friend.
He smells of elder kippers, and he's a bacon-faced cur. Also, he doesn't know how to ride. Not properly, anyway.
Well, he's been busy being a member of the gentry. He has more important things to do than riding horses. Anyway, I want you to give him a chance. Now, where is the bloody tea? What are the servants doing? And
Someone say bloody tea, ma'am.
oh my God,
What is that?
that's our new kitchen.
Chadwick Boseman at your service, ma'am. Here's your tea. Oh,
Is that the same Chadwick Boseman who was born in that dumbwaiter?
oh, indeed. I live and die by it. I've
Have you...
just adapted to the darkness, I have. I was born in darkness, molded by it, I was.
Were you? Have you ever seen the light?
Oh, heavens, I don't think I could manage. If I were to be called, I have thought about this, if I were to be called out to help out in the daylight, I got this pair of spectacles. There we are.
Oh,
Oh, those are quite fetching.
Oh, thank you, Mum.
Oh, do you think I might try them on?
Oh, well, I suppose it'd be an honor here.
Oh, thank you. Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoop.
oh my.
There we are. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, there we are.
They do make you feel nicer, I will say.
Chadwick!
Oh,
Where is that little crumble bum Chadwick?
Oh,
What are you?
Yeah,
are you?
I'll give you back
Are
your
you
glasses.
sharing your spectacles again?
Yeah, I was. I'll put them in my pocket. It's still dark enough I can see.
And
Sorry,
did
Chef
I
Prindle
hear
Fudge.
you smashing the glassware?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. My best china, I might have.
Oh, Chadwick, you know how much I love you. You're like my own boy. Now get over here.
Oh,
Thank
you,
beat
sir.
you around the ears because I love you. Now get back to the kitchen.
All right, sir. Thank you. Right on, I am. Down I
Oh
go.
my. Aunt
I do
Arabella, you
apologise
left the
about
cook
that,
in your
ladies.
room?
I mean, at this point, dear, so many servants have died from consumption. What can we possibly do? Anyway.
Well, Chessie,
Mr. Plumfudge, what
this is quite an interesting development, and I may use it as fodder later.
I'm sure you will, dear.
Ladies, I do apologise. I know that you've got much high-class scribbling and scrabbling to get to, but Lady Arabella, I'm to understand that there's a ball in the offing?
Yes, so that we will require quite a number of dishes on your part. We will discuss the menu later, dear. But I do
If we're
right,
seeing
well.
servants in our rooms, I'm going to retire to my quarters that I might entertain my dear friend Captain Sharpoof in my own boudoir.
Very good. I'm glad that we finally figured out how to get the horse up the stairs into the room so that Lady Chamomile can abide with her horse anytime she feels. Lady,
Dowry.
now, Lady Arabella, I do hope that you've told Crudbury, what's his name? The butler.
Mr. Crumberry to you.
Crumbury, right. I've worked with him for decades. Never bothered to learn his name. I hope that you sent him to the porkmonger because we're going to need piles of pork for this bowl.
Oh, dear, I did forget about that. Let me think. Just get the housekeeper to go. Oh, Mr. Crumberry, wonderful you're here. Yes, we need a pork. What do you call it, Mr.
A pile of pork.
Pile of pork, yes. I'll leave you two to discuss this. I need to go have hysterics.
Well, Grumble Fudge.
Crumbury,
Oh, so you remember my name?
it blew to mind now that I think about it for the first time. Excuse me, I got a little bit of salt in the old moustache. Now who's that? Crumbury, that's your position.
Oh! What are you all doing here in Lady Arabella's room?
Well, we're having a meeting about a ball.
Why,
Have
we
you
shouldn't
heard?
be in this room without her. Let's go down to the kitchen where we belong. Might I remind you both
Fine.
of our places?
Fair enough. I mean, I kind of had the run of the place before she arrived.
I had to run of the place before you arrived.
Well, I had the run of the place when you're not here.
Well, you know, sometimes when I'm dreaming, I have the run of the whole place.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Wish you'd tell me about those dreams, Crumbury.
At the time. For now we have a
This
ball
year, this-
to talk about, and you say we need pork.
Pork, right. Well, once we get to the kitchen, of course, we can get into that. All right, very good.
All right.
I've arrived. I've
Hey!
mounted the bell so that everyone knows when I arrive.
Well, there you are.
We were going to go as a group, a whole group together. You come into this Arabella Sculthorpe's room shouting at us like a church bell, and then all of a sudden, you run off, to be found until what? We
May
arrive in the...
I remind the both of you that if this family, if these two wenches lose all of their money, you know where we go? Back to the streets. So you might as well mind your P's and Q's so that we get a nice gentleman in here what wants to keep us.
Well, that's what I've been talking about. I've been making sure that our pork stores are shored up for the bowl.
Well then, we must remember not to let anybody know that we all came from Australia and
Oh, well, of course, it goes without saying.
that the pork stores are always full and that we stay downstairs when we're meant to. there's designations for a reason. Only Crumbry's the one it's the only one I expect to see upstairs.
I've got to say, these are strange things you're saying to me. These are things we all know. Why, they're basically rules of our world.
Miss Throwbridge, Miss Throwbridge, have you had a head injury any time recently? Maybe a piece of china fell on your head?
I don't like to gossip, mind you. Not a gossip, not me, not Esther Trowbridge, but that Liza Fiffett. Oh, she's quite clumsy, and she very nearly did drop some crockery on me head. But she didn't. I did run into a wall, though, the other day with my head.
That's exactly the sort of thing I'm saying. See, I think she's confused, Crumble Fudge.
Yeah, I think we're on our own here, you know.
Confused?
No.
I can... Liza!
Tell you
get
what.
in here.
Where
is that girl?
I'm going to go get started on jellying the last of the eels. Cranberry, you know what you've got to do. Go talk to that porkmonger. And I'll check in with you all in but a portion of a fortnight. A couple hours.
Trundle, you better jelly and eel extra gelled for me.
All right, you got it. Extra gelled.
Thank you, Trundle. Now, Liza.
Yes, Mrs.
I'd like for you here to tell Crumbry here about you almost dropping that crockery.
Yes.
I was dusting in the china room, and I saw that Lady Sculthorpe's prized china was looking a little dingy, so I went up there and I grabbed the teapot.
Someone say prize china. I brought it.
Chadwick Bozeman, you scoundrel!
Oops.
Liza?
I'll just go back.
I've convened. No.
You don't see with those big eyes. No, it's fine. I'll go into. I'm coming in that dumbwaiter with you, Chadwick. We've got all the way upstairs for me to berate you.
All right.
It's Mr. Crumbry.
Man, just want to say that you think of me like a father, don't you?
Yes,
yeah. Yes. I shine your shoes every now and then when your back hurts too bad to do so.
Yes, sir. You did them twice last year. Once at Christmas and once at Easter, I think.
That's correct. I expect you never to forget this.
Yes, sir.
But if I catch you dusting china one more time, I'm coming after you.
Yes, sir.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, sir.
Just the word love. Hate the word love. Well, I've got some pork to go fetch. So I'm going to leave. Chadwick Bozeman, I would like a lift up.
Yes, sir.
I would like a lift up, please.
Of course, it's getting a bit crowded, but I suppose if I'm on this side, you get on another side.
Yep, alright.
He's been properly berated. Take us both up, Chadwick. I must see to the buffet.
All right. Oh, so you'll be
use your muscles, son. Use your muscles.
I expect. Whoop! There we are. What? Oh, they just scoffed right off. Well, I suppose I'll best clean up these dishes all ruined. And oh no! Oh, there's a guest at the front door already. Oh, he looks like an aloof gentleman. He does. It's not my place to greet a gentleman, but they're all busy. What should I do? Oh, Chadwick! Oh, Chadwick! All right. Okay, comport yourself. Put your spectacles on so as not to be blinded by the light, and I suppose I should greet this aloof gentleman at the door. Yeah. I'll just open the door with my weak limbs. Greetings, sir.
Yes, hello, lad. Is there anyone of import around, or is it just you?
Oh, just simply me, sir. At the moment, although a Lady Sculthorpe or one of the other one of the other ladies of the house may be here. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
Right. That is the type of person I would like to be interacting with at this time.
Well,
not,
let me just usually I'll announce myself.
Ragamuffin.
Of course. Usually I'll announce myself with the crash of dishes. Oh,
What are you doing out of that, dumbwaiter?
sorry, no one was here. Here's a gentleman here to see you. I'll just pop back in the dumbwaiter and get back.
Yes, dirty
Hello,
woman.
sir.
Can you perhaps direct me to where I can speak with a wealthy person?
Of course, sir. You may sit in the library.
Very good, very good. I shall sit and stare.
Yes, if you do know how to read, there are some books in there.
Well, I might stare at a book, but I don't think I shall be reading this evening. Thank you.
Excellent choice, sir. God, he's gone. I don't think I like that man much. I think I'd like Cook to give him an unjellied eel. Ah, Prindle. He can jelly an eel like the best of them. Oh. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Is that Onse?
Oh, right you are. Yeah.
Onse! It's Mrs. Trowbridge.
Mrs. Trowbridge.
Yes.
What a scrumptious name. Yes.
Oh!
And what a scrumptious little ring you have on your hand.
Oh!
Well.
Why, that's a fleck of butt biscuit from this morning. But it's kind of you to think that I could wear jewelry.
One day, if you want to hard enough, and you close your eyes, and you say, I want to know. Oh, someone's interrupting me. I'll go find my way around and find some other
you
thing.
know where to go. If you go in the library, there's a fancy man in there what can't read. He
Ah,
might be your competition, sir.
I'll go scope him out.
Well, sirs. Good evening. I'm the Reverend Bartleby Treacle here. I'm here for the
Hello.
ball. Should any announcements be made or proposals, we can just get them married right there and then.
Oh, yes, Reverend.
Yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Would you like to go to the library?
Yes, that should be quite jolly good. I shall scope out the local book scene, and I brought my Bible and some rings and a whip of some sort, should any occasion arise for it. Good evening. Yes.
There's always cause for a whippet burden to Pontwee.
Yes, good.
Well, I suppose that's all the suitors then. Crumbury's gone to get the pork butts. It's time for me to go read one of my serial novels.
Greetings and salutations. It is I, Mortimer Egglesbury, of Consumptive Mortimer's Cure-Alls. Has consumption been ruining your wintry alone times? Are your handkerchiefs ruined by clotted blood accumulated from dramatic coughing fits? If so, then arrange for your footman to stop by Consumptive Mortimer's Cure-Alls, located at the corner of Hatch Street and Pauper's Drop. Our consumption tablets are the only tablets filled with bicarbonate of mercury, which is what gives it that delicious metallic aftertaste. The hallucinations will mean they're working. please do remember, if our consumption tablets don't help, it's just too late. And that's our promise.
The morning of the ball was marked with special fervor in the lower rooms of Verdant upon Twee, where silver was polished, jellies were unmolded, and linens cleaned and pressed. As they toiled, spirits among the staff were uniformly bright, with the notable exception of the kitchen boy.
I don't understand. If they don't eat ceramic, why do they have so much of it?
Well, ceramic's just there for decoration and sometimes for putting things in. Well, like nuts.
What? A nut?
One nut per ceramic bowl. Haven't you read Wissington's Etiquette Guide for Diners?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why we've got the stairs. Every surface in the living room, it's all covered in tiny ceramic bowls with one nut each in them. That's polite, what that is.
Oh, and the reason... Oh, and so then that's why... And then we just throw them out after every ball?
Oh, precisely. You can't reuse ceramics or nuts.
Oh, I see now. Well,
You'll get there, me lad. Quick, 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 quick.
oh, thank you, sir.
That's right. Now, you want to help me put together our menu?
Oh, would I? I would. Thank you for asking me. Yes, you're welcome, me.
I love your little conversations with yourself, Chadwick.
I'm a scamper, I am. Yeah.
A regular scampery-do. All right. Now we start with the first course.
Let's see.
Fizzled
Biscuits,
with
gravy,
stains.
period. Supplemented,
With
crumbs,
of
anchovy,
bladder.
exclamation point.
Delicious.
That ought to make them excited.
Yeah. Second course, same as the first. No, I'm just kidding. Different
good.
than the first.
Excellent.
Second course. Trumpet.
Period.
Adorned.
With
Shaved.
shavings,
Of
creamed
crackle.
gutter snipe.
Period. A perfect second course. Course 3.
What's 3?
Jumping
Jehoshaphat.
your best
Bloke.
in
Town.
so
Here's
some.
fudge.
Very good. Period. Fourth course, after the traditional third fudge course comes the fourth course, which includes striped
Bass.
with
No
flavor.
whatsoever.
Right. That's course 4.
Interrobang.
Perfect.
That's
You know, I'm glad to see
Yeah.
you've at least read the chapter on punctuation in Switherington's Dining Guide for Diners.
I like to think of it as verbal seasoning, I do.
Oh, ooh, I like that. All right. And, of course, the final fifth course, junk
We
made
just
now.
ellipses.
winky face. Do we have emoticons back now?
I suppose we could make them.
If punctuation is verbal seasoning, then emoticons are verbal emotion.
Oh, that's so delightful. Who says the lower classes don't know what?
Everybody says that.
Thank you for reminding me, sir.
Right. The caste system. Where would we be without it? Maybe in a much better position.
Who knows?
No way to know.
Keep calm, carry on.
All right. I think we've got what we need here.
Excellent.
I think maybe, well, I know what I'm going to be doing while I'm cooking is imagining what's going on in the ballroom.
Might I do that too?
Oh, please, join me.
Oh, Chamomile, I'm so glad you and Ponzi are able to have some lovely time together. You know, Ponzi, Chamomile is quite the aficionado of all things musical. She's very accomplished.
It's true.
Yes, she plays
I
the piano.
do.
Go ahead, Chamomile, you tell the gentleman.
Yes, Ponzi, it's true. I'm still forced to play the pianoforte, as well as the viola, the violin, the violo, the violes, which is kind of like a cello, but quite small, and, of course, the wood flute.
Yeah.
I love the wood flute.
So I knew you did, Ponzi.
To till death do they part. Right, are they married yet?
No, Reverend. No, darling,
Oh.
yet.
Sorry, skulk about longer then. All right.
Arabella, I do believe that your daughter is plain hard to get.
I know, Ponzi.
Ponzi, I'm right here,
Well,
and she's my aunt.
well, look, I've skimmed over the letter. Look, I'm nervous, and Chamomile, when I look into your eyes, I see something that I just can't explain. I have a feeling that I just don't know what to do with, other than shake my hips.
Oh,
Ask for this dance.
Good, yes, accept Chamomile at once.
I would love to show you, since you're such a musical aficionado, this song I can play on the wood flute.
Oh, shall everyone come and just enjoy the solo then?
Everyone!
Oh,
Yes. Have I been summoned?
Everyone in this room enjoy this recorder.
Thank you, Reverend.
Yeah,
I didn't realize I'd have such an audience. I was hoping more to just give Ponzi a good impression. All right, this is Mozart's Minuet in Frug. Torque.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. It's such a sad song.
Brother!
The night I used the shrimp fork. I'm so sorry.
life finds a way, as the Bible says. Yeah.
Delightful tonguing and fingering on that flute, I must say.
You know, I was quite accomplished at the flute in my day as well. That's how I caught my late.
It's true. Aunt Arabella can play even the girthiest of wood flutes.
Oh, well, why don't you hand it over and let her play something?
Oh, no.
Just hand it right over to her.
You know, sir, if you are going to try and be part of this family, you would do well to know that Aunt Arabella cannot have anything not organic touch her lips.
Yes, it was a very unfortunate didgeridoo accident that caused me to... basically, I've had hysterics ever since. And I cannot possibly look at a long flute-like object ever again.
I see. That it makes perfect sense.
It
I
all
won't
adds up.
inquire further.
The last time she took it in her room with her, I had screams and crying for hours. I can't imagine what pain you must have been in, Auntie.
Just thinking of my dear...
Mr. Ponce, I would like to have a word with you about some things I've heard about your family. That's about going to church. Let's leave this aloof gentleman here for a moment.
Very good. Ladies, may I sit and stare next to you?
Well, sir,
Here I go.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Aunt Arabella.
This is my lovely niece, Lady Chamomile Witherington. And you, sir, seem to be new to the area, but very dapper.
Yes. Well, yes, I'm Baron St. Grey the St. Ogolomew. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Lovely.
Oh, my. That's
yes,
quite a name.
It is, well, the St. Ogolomews go all the way back to Withering, Maine. Back in the tens of 14.
Oh.
My goodness. What
I've recently acquired an estate here, and I must say that I'm charmed by the area. Certainly charmed by your ballroom. It's certainly, well, it does the trick. It's appropriate for this ball. It's cozy. I'll say that for it.
Tell me more about Withering, Maine. I hear there's some lovely laudanum mines there.
Oh, certainly. The blood runs thick with laudanum in Wuthering, Maine. That's what they say. It's taken my personal heart rate down to about 40.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I believe that is quite low, but of course, as a woman, I don't know anything about numbers.
Very droll.
Quite.
It's slow indeed. It doesn't really make it so that I can walk faster than a canter. I rather crawl everywhere. My footsteps are about that long in gait. I walked here from a mere 100 meters away. It took me the entire afternoon. And all I eat is celery.
Wow, that is
Was that too much information?
You know, I do think I'll take the air. Chamomile, this gentleman seems, well, rich, so keep talking.
Well, sir, I know about you that you like laudanum and apparently not reading. Tell me, are you a horseman?
Oh, heavens, no.
Oh, no, I mean, do you
can't.
like to ride horses? Not are you part horse, part man? That would be ridiculous.
Oh, right.
Unless you are.
Right. Heavens, no. I simply can't reach the elevation of a horse. Every time I've ridden, my blood slows to a trickle and I fall right off. I've conked my noggin many times, too many to count. Even for me, a man who does know about numbers. Like your joke, you see?
Yes, I do see. Yes, this is what counts for witty repartee, doesn't it, among our set?
It certainly does.
Now, tell me, do you have any family in the area?
No. My family are all quite dead. It's just me, my... Excuse me, I blanked out for a moment there. It happens.
Oh, was it the laudanum? Are you perhaps
yes.
going into withdrawal?
Oh, no. There's enough in there to last me 3 lifetimes.
I was going to say, I have a kitchen boy who absolutely has some laudanum. He has what we call a magical repository.
Madam, I
He's like
do
a
appreciate the thought.
But you are not hoping to have more laudanum.
Stunned to see me come back in the room.
Nancy, this might be the first time in my life I'm excited to see you.
Yes, like, just couldn't bear having another man talk to you.
And it's gone.
Interesting.
Interesting. Oh, interesting indeed. I have many things of interest going on in my life, yes.
Well,
I'm sure
you can entertain the lady with those. If you wouldn't mind stepping that way, I'll stand here. It's faster, I promise.
What?
Was that Captain Sharper? There he is! Wonderful!
That's a big...
This is... gentlemen, this is my bosom friend, Captain Sharphoof. Someday, I hope that he will make us quite a bit of money in the horse races, but of course he'll need a jockey. Someone, I don't know, 5, 6, young, of course, possibly 18. Perhaps with dark hair. Looks good in blue, I think. Sorry, I forget myself.
A horse in a ballroom. This is quite extraordinary.
Yes.
There he goes.
Oh, well, you know, if the two of you feel a little bit apprehensive about what a good dancer he is, we could always just play a game of whist.
Whist?
Whist.
Whist.
Whist?
Whist.
What kind of game is whist?
Whist? Why, you've never played whist? Well, I'll have you know that whist is a popular card game in this century. It does require 4 players who are paired into teams with partners facing one another. The rules are extremely simple, and the game is won by the first team to earn 5 points. Or as Captain Sharphoof and I like to call them, 5 hoofs.
Well, yes, horses can't talk, so you... What?
I've been insulted.
Dear.
This is an embarrassing evening. Goodbye. I've been
It seems to me
humiliated.
you've insulted this horse's honor.
And his owner. His honor and his owner.
I simply thought, Chamomile, that... My apologies, that I thought I was
do
stating
apologize.
fact.
This amount of tension in the room is too much for my heart to bear. I may have to call it an evening. Madame, it's delightful to meet you. Ponce.
Or the mule.
Leaving before the arsenic waltz. How déclassé.
I can't believe this is how this evening is going. I got myself a letter. It's seemingly asking for me specifically. And what do I find? Another suitor for your hand? And what, am I not manly enough for you? I just can't. I can't. I need to go take a stroll about.
Ponce, do you need any laudanum?
Any laudanum? My Lady Chamomile, I need many things, but laudanum is not one of them.
What a shame.
Of course, I know what that
All
means.
right.
I mean, the gentry have better things to do than study grammar. I'm off for a walk.
Dinner served.
Oh, anchovy bladders, my favorite.
Where they'd all go.
Chadwick?
Yeah.
I know we've never spoken directly before now, but may I ask you a question?
Okay, sir? Madam? Yes, sorry, I'm so nervous.
It's all right. You may call me Lady Chamomile. I don't bite. Captain Sharphoof does, but do you have any laudanum in your dumbwaiter?
Yeah, love. How much you want?
Oh,
Over here,
goodness. Well,
spot yourself.
I'm a woman, so I know nothing of numbers, but I would say perhaps 3.5 to 3.6 grams. I feel that might be enough to lower a man's heart rate to about 34.
Yeah, all right. Well, first arm's free.
He's
Here you go.
probably
Keep it on
about
the down low.
5'10", perhaps.
Yeah.
Normal build.
Yeah.
3.6 grams.
Yeah, come in the dumb weight, and we'll get this deal set up.
Did you notice, Chadwick, that I was using the American terminology for measurement? They're so
I didn't, love.
pretentious.
All right. Well, dumb weight away.
All right.
If you're enjoying tonight's show, be sure to hit the like button, and please subscribe to be notified of upcoming releases. Subscribers to our Patreon get access to weekly taped rehearsals and the opportunity for behind-the-scenes clips, merch, and other benefits. Don't forget to tell your friends about your friends. And now, enjoy the rest of the show.
The events of the ball tumbled over and over in Chamomile's mind as she lay in bed. Whom should she choose? How could she choose? It was more than she could bear. After dressing sullenly and eating a modest breakfast of tea, kidneys, plum cake, brioche, eggs, liver, chops, hot chocolate, and a single sprig of celery, she set out with grim determination for the chapel to seek counsel from an authority higher even than her aunt.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, Reverend Treacle.
Yes, of course.
It's me, Lady
Yes.
Chamomile.
Yeah, Lady Chamomile. Yes, of course. Yes. It's good to see you today.
Yes. Oh, it's marvelous to see you as well.
Indeed, the chapel is made up in celebration of whomever you may choose to marry.
Yes.
I've tried to keep it ambiguous with the decor. And did you wish to speak to me about something?
I did. Reverend,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to marry. There are so many things I want to do still, like ride my horse, Captain Sharphoof, and brush my horse, Captain Sharphoof, and curry my horse, Captain Sharphoof, and
Yeah, Captain Sharphoof. Yeah.
perhaps even take my horse to the races. Captain Sharphoof. He is my horse.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. This is a time in one's life where one transitions away from certain things. You have had the luxury for so long to grow up with a grand estate and a grand masculine horse, and
Yes, and no brothers or sisters to argue with, and no parents to tell me they love me even though they don't really mean it and are saying it out of a sense of obligation and duty.
Parents just don't understand. This is...
True.
We all know this, but again, it is a matter of the course of, suppose, just how things work in England at this time, and as we transition in. But we have always, in this time, even as we have sought to find guidance with choices that were difficult, we have sought solace in the Lord above.
Oh, Reverend Treacle, would you help me with a prayer? I feel I have tried everything else, and I should like to pray.
Of course, after trying everything else, we all come crawling to God in the end. This is the way of things. Let us, of course, see, let's clasp hands, and let us compose. Would you like to begin the prayer, or would you like me to begin?
Oh my, well, I could begin.
Yes.
Dear
God
in
heaven? Question
Please.
mark?
Oh, please,
Will
you
consider
leaving
this
situation
up
to
me?
question mark? You
Are
wise,
and
all-seeing.
yet
I
have
quite understanding
of
my
own
needs.
exclamation point. So
Seriously,
please
just
mercifully
let
my
suitors
simply
perish.
naturally.
Definitely.
But
Brutally?
amen. Well,
Amen.
yes, well, you see,
Goodness.
this is
I feel
lifted perhaps in the spirit.
I feel higher than the ceiling.
That may be some of the wine that we have left here. It's rather strong.
Is
Darling Chamomile, shall we return home? I believe we should be having tea with Poncy today. I was hoping you two would get more acquainted.
Oh,
with whom?
With Poncy, dear, the most eligible battler at the ball.
Lady Skullthorpe, we do have the chapel all ready for a wedding, should a decision of any kind occur. Or it seems like a dramatic place to just hang out for a bit at the end of a story such as this, as well.
Yes, I would. That sounds quite suitable. Where is Cranberry?
Do love decorations.
Oh.
Ah,
Cranberry, bring the tea into the chapel.
excellent. I shall leave you for a moment. All I can say, Miss Worthington, is remember God, remember your prayer, and keep calm and carry on.
I shall try, Reverend, I shall try.
Hello, ladies. Good afternoon.
We didn't see
Good
you.
afternoon.
Well, it took me all evening, but of course I've arrived now.
Yes, I
I
see you
do.
haven't changed since yesterday.
Oh no, changing takes a lot out of me. I prefer simply to be hosed down in my tuxedo on my way.
Well, that certainly is thrifty.
Well, I do say I seem to be the only bachelor in the building. Does that mean what I think it might mean, that you and I have a little wedding?
I think we might give it another moment.
Chamomile.
Will be wearing white?
Very good. Can't rush eternity.
You know, I must say, I did some peering and hiding out here in the chapel. And I
Hiding
discovered
out? Oh, my
something
word.
quite sinister. A prayer.
Well, that
Oh,
Why,
doesn't sound
Potsy,
sinister.
how could a prayer be sinister?
Well,
I do think that's quite modus operandi in a church.
I heard something. Maybe I'll keep it to myself. We'll see how the day goes.
Poncy, don't be
Yes.
so mean. What happened?
What happened?
Ponzi.
What happened? What?
Ponzi,
Ponzi!
you know who never spills secrets?
Who's this?
Barons.
Barons.
Yes. So may I remind you that if you wish to be a baron, you shouldn't say anything about prayers that happen between reverends with odd glasses and young ladies, or anyone who might happen to be in a church who would be speaking to a reverend.
I must say, Lady Chamomile, you are exactly right. Of course, barons always keep their secrets. Now, why don't we get on to this groom choosing, shall we?
None of us keep secrets. Husbands.
Interesting take, Ponzi.
How do we get started?
Well, can we...
Oh!
Yes, sorry.
I think it would be more, I think it would be a bit easier for me if I could ask them some questions without having to look at their faces.
Well...
Interesting choice. I suppose this could be the lightning round.
Could it?
That's what we call it in the trades. The lightning round.
Shall I come sit with you in the rectory?
Oh, sure,
Will they be able to hear me ask questions? I shall sit in the rectory with you. Oh, just one moment, gentlemen.
All right. I suppose I'll sit underneath this precarious-looking gargoyle. It does seem as though it could crumble and fall any moment. How about that?
That is quite a special gargoyle. He's modelled after Captain Sharphoof's predecessor.
Oh, very
Also
good.
a tortoise.
Quite an auspicious place to sit beneath.
Yes.
Here I sit.
Well, don't mind
right.
about me. I'm just going to sit up here on the rafters.
Now,
Very
I will leave it up to the two of you to choose which one you are. Bachelor number 1, if you were a treacle, what flavour of treacle would you be?
I think I'll go first. I think, colloided silver.
Ooh, I'm trying to add spice to this. And,
Thank you, Reverend.
And Bachelor number 2, if you were a flavour of marzipan, what would you be flavouring your marzipan with?
Hint of naughtiness.
Yes, all right.
Saucy.
Clever but gauche. Bachelor number 1, as I don't know which one you are, and I should not because this is blind questioning, I will ask you this question that will in no way reveal your parentage to me. How do you feel about laudanum?
Oh, you could say I've got a kind of a love-hate relationship with it. It does seem to play a large part in my life, whether I wanted to or not, and I do not. I don't like it. I've decided.
And Bachelor number 2, do you have any vices that you may unfortunately want to give up?
My dear Chamomile, my only vice is the hunt for your hand.
Oof.
Yay! Yes, applause.
Oh my.
All right,
The
lightning.
studio audience liked that.
And a little bit of danger, perhaps, as I jump down at you from the rafters.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, look at that! He's dramatically hanging himself. Oh, this is me.
Is he?
Right there.
Oh dear!
Oh, if
Oh my!
my hands weren't so
Was
weak
this on
and
purpose? If this was on purpose... No, it wasn't.
are you sure?
Counting.
One word.
Counting.
What?
One word.
Wait.
3 words.
3 words.
Wait.
First word.
One first word. 2 syllables.
2 syllables. No, first word.
What syllable?
Cut him down. Would that make him easier to understand?
I suppose I'll do it.
It.
Oh, there goes the gargoyle.
Oh my! Why?
Oh.
It was God.
It was God. It's an act of God.
An act of God. Well, Auntie, there are several months left in the season.
I suppose so. I expect it must be up to me to clean up this mess and wipe up these very suspicious hoof prints that seem to have been left. In here, there's a line of hoof prints leading to and from each of these accidental places. How odd. Anyway, I shall clean them up. And
tis a shame, Reverend, that the dumbwaiter doesn't reach the rectory, or else you could have a houseboy help you. Oh, Aunt Arabella.
The eligible badgers have died. I was hoping they would die after you married from consumption.
I didn't realize that would be a possibility.
Of course. Why do you think I married Lord Skullthorpe? He was so old, I knew he'd die soon. Anyway.
I thought it was because you wanted a good father for Salmonella.
That as well, but as we both know, Salmonella made an excellent match, far beyond my expectations given her lazy eye.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we must go home and rest now, because there's going to be many more balls and trips to the opera and...
Marvellous! Captain Sharpuff is here. Aunt Arabella, I shall meet you at home.
Wonderful, dear. I'll take the carriage.
I think I must clear my head. Are you ready?
Yes, it.
It's you and me forever.
Winky noise.
And away we go. Hello. And you. Hi. Yes. Hello. Oh. My horse has turned into a houseboy.
Sorry, Mom.
Very fun.
I'm revealing all the roles of
Do my.
Are we off yet?